We continue on the topic of gender-based violence as we speak to KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thami Ntuli, discussing the province's rise in gender-based violence cases and government plans to address the issue. Premier, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Having listened with shock and devastation to an incident of a 14-year-old being raped, we also know that there's been a spate of incidents in your province, Premier, where young men have killed young women. Just on Monday, I know that you were in court listening in on a case. Talk to us about what has happened and the kind of plans to tackle gender-based violence in your province.
Well, good evening, Mondise, to yourself and your viewers, and thank you for having me. Well, we are highly concerned, hence I had to take a decision to go and observe the court proceedings on GBV matters, so as to understand the solution, because we are receiving a number of cases in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, especially during the festive season, wherein women and children are being killed. As we have quite correctly highlighted, the case I attended for Ayabonga, who was also killed by someone who's working with, is a problem which we see it being malignant, and which we all need to pay attention to it as a society. All leaders in the society, whether you are a religious leader, business or traditional leader, or even political leaders, we all need to stand up and engage the society so that we are all aware of this problem and we do something. I think some of the things which are highlighted by the police, the issue of factors such as alcohol abuse and drug abuse, they are also a bigger factor in these cases. And the other recent occurrence, which one is discouraging, is wherein you'll find that women will report cases to the police when they are given money by the perpetrator. Then they withdraw cases, because when they do so, they encourage the perpetrators to continue with this kind of violence against women and children. And at a later stage, you find that a perpetrator will continue until will kill a woman. And we are concerned. Well, we have in fact employed 173 gender-based activists which are deployed to support police station. Amongst the roles that they'll be playing will be to go to the community with the social workers and the police for the awareness, because we believe if in each and every family or each and every society there will be someone who will play a leading role in causing a conversation. For an example, raising a boy child, to understand that when you become a man, you must never treat a woman as a subject. A woman is equal to yourself, even to teach the girls that when you grow up, don't tolerate abusive relationship. At the earliest possible time, withdraw from the relationship, or rather report to the police, because in some of the instances you find that most of the cases, in fact, the women are abused by people they know. They're abused by people they are in a relationship at times with. For an example, today I just received a report that a man who was released from prison out of parole has been abusing the wife and a 15-year-old daughter. As a result, the daughter is 1 month pregnant, and then the other daughter. Unfortunately, when the police was informed by the neighbor of the family, they attended that family. The man tried to attack the police, unfortunately was shot dead. But that are the incidents which I'm saying they are very all over, and we need to do something, all of us as the people of the province.
So Premier, you talk about, the story you speak of now, really, really heartbreaking to learn of. And of course, there are many more. You spoke about some of the challenges being people who may withdraw cases. And of course, there are other ways and other challenges. And perhaps I'd like to just get your insight on how you're responding to such challenges like underreporting, limited resources, and a lack of public awareness. These are all aspects which continue to hinder your efforts to curb gender-based violence in your province.
I think one that I've mentioned, the 173 GBV activists for the public awareness, and we'll be meeting soon with the crime fighting structures in the society, wherein we'll try to agree on a program that will need to roll out throughout the province in order to ensure that every leader of the society is leading a role, is doing something in trying to stop this kind of the violence. And there is an app which with private sector collaboration, we want to ensure that is accessed by every a woman in the province, wherein you are able to, by just shaking your phone, by tapping to the app, and then you are able to activate the security cluster so that they quickly attend to the case. There are some of the things that we seek to do, and there's a program which is called the Sibasa Madoda, where in each and every working station there's supposed to be a meeting of Amadoda to engage the subject, and even in different committees they're expected to be doing the same.
Yeah.
There are a lot of awareness programs which we will be rolling out in order to ensure that we reach out to everyone in the province and ensure that everyone is paying attention to this scourge of the violence and is doing everything to stop this scourge of the violence.
So given the scourge of gender-based violence, how serious and pervasive in nature it is, the calls for intervention keep heightening as you speak about awareness programs that you'll be working on. How are you collaborating? Because it's one thing, Premier, to talk about what you're doing as a government, but it all needs collaboration when it comes to different organizations, when it comes to community, society. What are the plans around collaboration? I know you have mentioned the 173 GBV activists, but there's also organizations that on a day-to-day are receiving calls. They're also dealing with such incidents.
It is what will be enhancing going forward. Already we are working with various NGOs and private sector, whether you mention the issue of the private security, anything that has to do with breaking the law. We are collaborating with various stakeholders. Hence, I was also mentioning even the traditional leaders, the role that they're already playing in trying to resolve the problem, and will be also taking further. I know that we have already interacted with the religious leaders, but we will be taking it more to them so that everyone work comes together to say work together. I had a discussion with the chief magistrate wherein I was saying I also wish that the justice sector participate when we go to the community so that they assist. The idea that he put on the table to say, in an area of a hotspot, when all the sectors, whether the government or the private sector, have been there for the awareness, a person who then have been registered as participated and as one who's participated in the program, when he commits the same kind of crime, that would be aggravating circumstances for.
Yeah.
However, have been part of the program or not, a harsher sentence is something that must be given to the perpetrators.
We almost lost you there, the stability of that line. But thank you so much, Premier. Let me thank you for your time and wishing you the best in this intervention. Speaking there to KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thami Ntuli, discussing the province's rise in gender-based violence cases and some of the intervention and plans his government has around addressing the issue.